You join me at a tremendously exciting moment. Not only is it Into Your Head podcast number 761, it's the start of the 2014 temporarily daily summer show. Absolutely fucking fantastic. Hello.
Into your head.
Now, I know what you're thinking there. You're thinking, oh, he's at this again. He's at this again. This nonsense. It's nonsense with the temporarily daily. It's either daily or it's not daily. It can't be Well, it's daily while it lasts, and then it's not daily. It's no longer a thing once it finishes being daily. Once I run out of steam a few weeks from now, that song will go back to normal. We'll go back to normal, boring, tedious, day-to-day, monotonous life. You will go back to that once I run out of steam with this series, and you seem to be in an awful hurry to go back to monotonous day-to-day tedious normal life. For Christ's sake, will you just get with it and enjoy the novelty while it lasts, and buy into it. Get with the program. That's basically what I'm saying. Get with the program. The program being the Into Your Head temporarily daily summer show. Has been a while since we did this. Last Christmas, you may remember, for a couple of weeks I did the temporarily daily summer show. I didn't. I did the temporarily daily Christmas show. I can see though why you'd be confused. I certainly am. I just said summer by mistake when I said Christmas. And then I went which I just realised is a Santa Claus thing. So it's a very Freudian thing, or is it though? People like to say things are Freudian. If you were to go back and ask Freudy, or whatever the hell his name is, Freud, is that his name? Freud, as in my brain is Freud, I presume. They called him Freud. He's a bit of a fraud if you ask me. But I only say that because it sounds a bit like Freud and it sounds clever. People like to say things like that to sound clever. It doesn't sound clever at all. It just sounds like you've just discovered the world of puns, and it also sounds like you don't quite understand what a pun is, so you just end up sounding stupid. Anyway, if you had to go back and ask Freud, what's a Freud? You'd ask him, is this Freudian? He'd say, I couldn't possibly comment. For me to comment on whether or not something is Freudian, that would be in itself Freudian, I think. Or would it? I don't know now. What does Freudian mean? Did the term Freudian even exist when Freud was around? I don't know. Haven't studied it in any great depth. I have been reading an audio book of Stephen Hawking's A Brief History of Time lately, though, so don't ever accuse me of not trying to push my brain a bit. I've been reading it as I go to sleep. It's very good. He's a very clever man, Professor Stephen Hawking. I believe he made a cameo appearance in the last episode of Monty Python Live. I read somewhere today, although I didn't read the whole thing. Just said something. It vaguely said something about Stephen Hawking, and I noted it. I thought, that's interesting. Did Stephen Hawking appear in it or something? I don't know. Was it on videotape or was he live on stage? Was he animated or non-animated? Did they put strings on him and operate him like a puppet? Because that's all you can do with him nowadays. And poor man, he can't move at all anymore. I think he has the movement of maybe one eye and a bit of his. I don't know if he can move his mouth a bit anymore. He used to be able to move a quarter of his mouth, and you'd see him. I saw him being interviewed by your man on the HBO, the English fella who used to be on the Daily Show. He interviewed Professor Stephen Hawking a few weeks ago. Not sure either of them came out of it looking very good, but there's more to life than looking good. I can tell you that. You Americans were watching that and not realising, this is an English fella interviewing another English fella, and they're taking over our television, our paid television service, and you haven't noticed. It's like a Trojan horse of television. The English whatever. That's probably not what you're thinking about at all. I don't know what the world looks like from over there. I can only see what the world looks like from within my head through these eyes. You can't look at the world through someone else's eyes. It's just not possible. So I don't know what it's like to be an American television viewer. Anyway, suffice to say, hello and welcome to the show. Two cats walk into a bar. One of the cats goes straight up to the bar counter and says, "Hello, can I have a pint of your finest? Pint of your finest. What'll I have? I don't know. A pint of your finest, please. I have a pint of your finest." And the man behind the bar says, "Certainly, sir. Would you like my house finest, or would you like a particular type of finest?" And the cat says, "Your house finest, please." And the man behind the bar says, "Certainly. And what would you like in it?" And the cat says, "I'd like my tongue in it. I'd like my tongue in it, lapping it up into my mouth. I'd like it in a saucer, I suppose. Can I have it in a saucer?" And the man behind the bar says, "I suppose you can, although I would rather you, I would like the person in the Chinese restaurant who would prefer that his Western customers had a go at the chopsticks. I would prefer that you, instead of going the lazy route of lapping up your beverage out of a saucer, I'd prefer that you try it out of a glass, but I'm happy to provide a saucer for you if you so wish, sir." And the cat says, "How about a compromise? You give me the saucer, but you also give me the glass, and I'll put the saucer underneath the glass, and I'll drink out of the glass, and then I'll sneakily, accidentally on purpose, spill some of the liquid onto the saucer and then clean it up with my tongue." And the man behind the bar says, "I suppose that could work. Could that work? I suppose it could. I can't think of any reason why not. If anyone here knows of any reason why this cat should not be wedded with a beverage with a saucer underneath it as part of his scheme to compromise with me," which I think is very nice of him, then speak now or forever hold your tongue. And everyone in the bar looks and says, "Christ, is what's his name back on the drink again? He probably shouldn't be running a bar at all, although it's his livelihood. What do you want him to do? Just give her up and go and work in an office all of a sudden? No, you can't be just changing everything all of a sudden." And the cat says, "Has anyone objected?" And the man behind the bar says, "I don't think so. It seems to be just gossiping about my drinking as usual. They don't seem to realise I can hear every word they're saying. I have a lifetime of running a bar. You get to learn how to be attuned to every sound that happens. I'm like a dog who can hear everything. I can hear high-pitched sounds that a normal person who doesn't work in a bar wouldn't hear." And the cat says, "Oh, that's great. Anyway, bollocks, the itchy nose, the itchy nose." And the barman says, "Oh, is it fleas?" And the cat says, "I beg your pardon." And the man behind the bar says, "Is it fleas that you have? You said you've an itchy nose. Do you have fleas?" And the cat says, "I don't know. I don't believe in self-diagnosis. I don't go. When I've a medical issue, I go to the doctor and let the doctor diagnose it, or the vet, I suppose. I go to the vet. Although I call it a doctor, it's an animal doctor, and I'm an animal. So why would I need to call it a vet? No, I just call it a doctor. I don't. When you humans go to a doctor, you don't say I'm going to the human doctor. So similarly, when I'm going to the doctor, I just say I'm going to the doctor, even though it's a vet. It's a vet. It's a bit like the way they could refer to football as American football and soccer as not American football, or wherever the hell it is they call it. It's all about perspective. A bit of perspective goes a hell of a long way in reducing the amount of words you have to use in this world. I can tell you, if you can use a few less words in this world, that's more time you could be spending playing the harmonica. The man behind the bar says, "Oh, that's very impressive." And the cat says, "Oh, thank you very much. Anyway, yes, I do have an itchy nose as it happens, but no, it's not fleas. It's not fleas. Fleas don't make your nose itchy. They make everything else itchy, but not your nose." I'm pretty sure that's the case anyway, because I've never seen a cat frantically scratching their nose. Maybe they're not able to, or maybe they don't have feeling in their nose or something, so it doesn't bother them. I don't know. Anyway, suffice to say, yes, can we do? Is the saucer thing on the glass on the saucer? Are we on for that? Is a whole go for the saucer and beverage in a glass on the saucer plan? And the man behind the bar says, "It certainly is. Yes, coming right up, sir." And the cat says, "Meow." He says, "Meow, meow, 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 meow. Look at me, I'm a cat, meow." And the barman says, "Fair enough, fair enough." And a great night is had by all.
The Into Your Head podcast will be right back after this. We're back with the Into Your Head podcast.
I know what you're thinking there. You're thinking, "Oh, I see he got the season going with a traditional two cats walk into a bar story. How original. Christ, next he'll be, I don't know what he'll be doing next. Hopefully something more original than that. Well, I don't know. Remains to be seen. Just like an invisible cat that comes up to your door. It's a black antimatter cat, so it's invisible to the naked eye unless you put a white collar on it. Unless it's got luminous eyes, it's invisible till you see it. Oh, I suppose that's true of everything. Everything is invisible until you see it. Well, it's not invisible. It is invisible. It's possible for it to be seen. It's just not seen. So I suppose unseen is a more appropriate word. Just doesn't give it quite the punch that I would have liked it to. Not that I would need to go around giving things punches. No. Punches are a thing. Punches are for medieval banquets. That's where you have punches. You go to one of those tacky things on holidays where they have a medieval recreation thing, and you sit there and they feed you punch in a metal canister, and you drink it till you're drunk. You drink and be merry, and you watch some sort of historical reenactment or something, or some sort of a show. I think I was at something like that once on holidays. You went to some kind of a show, some sort of historical medieval historical show, and they gave us all punch. Poured. The thing about punch, I don't know if you realise, when you drink it and you drink loads and loads of it, you get drunk. It makes you drunk. In the way that wine would, except with less puking, I find. If you get drunk on wine, it makes me puke. Well, not when you drink it. When I drink it, it makes me puke. But I found punch that one time I had it didn't make me as pukey. Or maybe I just paced myself. I doubt it. I doubt it very much that I would pace myself given the opportunity to drink punch at a fake banquet in front of a medieval thing on holiday. I don't think so. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe yes. Maybe no. That is the question. I don't know. How's it go? Maybe whatever. I don't know. Can you repeat the question? You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now, and you're not so fair. Life is unfair. Theme tune to Malcolm in the Middle, not to be confused with The Middle, which I find a superior sitcom. If you go to watch a sitcom, a traditional sitcom, a situation comedy based around the family, I would watch The Middle more than Malcolm in the Middle. Things have moved on from Malcolm in the Middle now, I can tell you. The situation comedy genre has moved on a little bit. Things are different. So leave your Malcolm in the Middle back in the 90s or 2000s where it belongs, although not in the 80s. Admittedly, Malcolm in the Middle was a step up from the 1980s American sitcom. There was no stupid fucking canned laughter in it. That was a major move up. But no, we've left that behind now. We've taken another step further. What else was I going to say to you? I don't know. Probably something about cats.
Remember, we value the opinions of you, the humble and ignorant listener. Email studio@intoyourhead.com.
I've always been a great believer in the dictum, never mind what they say, take heed of how they say it, and then ignore that, and then become suspicious and think, wait a minute, why are they saying that? Are they trying to hide something? Are they doing something at the moment right in front of my face, and are they saying stuff to try and distract me from what they're doing? And at that point you should look down and look at every surface area of your body and see if it's being interfered with surreptitiously in some way. Maybe they're trying to pickpocket you, or maybe they're trying to, I don't know, maybe they're trying to put a sticker on you that says kick me. If they're doing that, they'll be doing it from behind, so you'll have to find some way to check your back. You can't just watch your back. That's a fake thing. You can't watch your back. You have to feel your back. You get out your hand and you go around the back of your person, the back of your torso, being careful not to twist your hand in a way that is not supposed to twist. Be careful what way you bend your arm. It's only supposed to bend whatever ways it bends most easily. Have you tried to bend your arm a different way and you find, oh, it's very hard, my arm seems to have difficulty bending this way? That's because it's not supposed to bend that way. So if you find yourself your hand isn't giving way easily, then bend it the opposite way, and then you'll find, oh, that's the way it's supposed to bend. And eventually, with trial and error, you'll be able to work your way around to your back, and you'll be able to find your way around your back and check whether there's a sticker on it. Now, you won't be able to tell that way what the sticker says, but you can take the sticker off and then have a look at it. And if it's something perfectly innocent, like, for example, don't kick me, then you can always put it back on, unless it's lost if its adhesiveness by then, in which case whoever has applied the sticker isn't very competent, and whatever they've written on the sticker probably isn't very reliable or authoritative, in which case it should be removed anyway. So that's what you do there. Anyway, good morning.
Sit, Bowsy. Sit. Good cat.